Welcome to Analytics Mastery Academy. My name is Kunal. Welcome to video 4 of this series. Today, we are going to cover Lakeflow Jobs. Section 4 of the exam, worth 16% and about 7 questions. So what is a Lakeflow job? Lakeflow Jobs is Databricks' native orchestration engine. It's how you take all the ingestion and transformation code we covered in the videos 2 and 3 and run it reliably in production. Let's build a solid understanding. Lakeflow Jobs, formerly known as Databricks Workflows, is the built-in scheduler and orchestrator for Databricks pipeline. You don't need Airflow, Perfect, or any other external tool. Lakeflow Jobs handles dependencies, scheduling, retries, alerting, and monitoring natively within the platform. The core concept is the DAG, a directed acyclic graph. Your pipeline is modeled as a graph of tasks. Each task is a node. Arrows represent dependencies. Task B depends on task A, means B won't start until A is successfully completed. Directed means dependencies flow in one direction. Acyclic means no circular dependencies. Task A can't depend on task B if task B depends on task A. Key features include multiple task types, notebooks, SQL, DLT pipeline, Python script, DBT, and much more. It also includes schedules or data-driven triggers, retries, and timeout handling per task. Run history with status, duration, output, and error logs and alerts to email or webhooks on success, failure, or duration breach. So you see there are a lot of key features for the Lakeflow jobs. Let me walk through how you design a Lakeflow jobs DAG. Sequential tasks are the simplest pattern: ingest and then validate, then transform, then move. Each task depends on the previous one. Parallel tasks run at the same time if they don't depend on each other. Databricks automatically maximizes parallelism. Fan out means one task triggers multiple downstream tasks simultaneously. Use this to parallelize silver to gold transforms. Fan in means multiple upstream tasks must all succeed before a downstream task runs. Use this for a final validation or a reporting step. Task parameters let you pass dynamic values into tasks using widgets for notebooks or job parameters, making your pipeline code reusable. The run if condition is a very important key concept for the exam. You can control whether a task runs based on upstream outcomes. All success is the default, runs only if all the upstream tasks succeed. All done runs regardless of whether upstream tasks succeed or failed, as long as they finish. At least one run success runs if at least one upstream task succeeded, and none failed runs unless at least one upstream task failed. This is classic use case for all done is a cleanup or notification task that must always run regardless of whether the pipeline succeeded. Even if transform failed, cleanup still runs to release logs. Retries are configured per task. If a task fails, Databricks automatically retries it up to the configured maximum, waiting the configured interval between attempts. This handles transient failures, network timeouts, API rate limits, momentary cloud issues without human intervention. Conditional branching combines run if conditions with task dependencies to create conditional paths through the DAG. No custom code is needed, it's configuration. For each task, it lets you loop. You define a list of inputs, table names, dates, regions, and a subtask to execute for each input. Databricks runs the subtask in parallel for each input, much more efficient than sequential processing. Timeout sets a maximum duration per task. If exceeded, Databricks marks it as timed out and moves to downstream tasks configured with all done. Repair run is worth a specific callout. When a job with 10 tasks fails on task 7, you don't want to rerun the tasks 1 through 6, right? Which already succeeded and wrote data. Repair run re-executes only the failed task and its downstream dependencies. not the successful upstream tasks which have completed successfully. This saves cost and time dramatically for long pipelines. For repair run to work safely, your tasks need to be idempotent, meaning running them a second time produces the same results, not duplicates. Choosing the right trigger type is a tested decision in the exam. Scheduled using a cron expression runs at a fixed time. Use it for time-based SLA requirements like data must be available by 8 a.m., predictable pipelines, nightly ETL, etc. The limitation is that it may trigger even when there is no new data, wasting the compute power. File arrival trigger fires when a new file is detected in a specified cloud storage path. The job only runs when data is actually there. Use it for pipelines triggered by external data drops or cases where upstream timing is unpredictable. Table update trigger fires when new data is detected in a delta table. It enables data-driven pipelines where each stage triggers the next one. Manual lets you run on demand via the UI or REST APIs. Use it for the one-off backfills testing or on-demand reports. Continuous reruns the job immediately after it completes, as close to continuous as a batch job can get. Use it carefully as it can drive up the cost very fast. Let's cover common task types. Notebook task runs a Databricks notebook. You can pass widget values as parameters. Most flexible, it supports Python, SQL, Scala, and R. SQL query task runs a SQL query against a SQL warehouse. It's good for data quality checks, reporting queries, or simple transforms. DLT pipeline task triggers a Lakeflow Spark declarative pipeline. Managing that pipelines run within the job DAG. Python script task runs a Python file stored in a Git repository or a workspace. It's better than notebooks for production, provides proper version control, which is testable outside Databricks, and it means no notebook clutter. Dashboard refresh tasks trigger a Databricks SQL dashboard to refresh, typically the final step in a gold layer pipeline. DBT task runs a DBT project with Databricks managing the DBT runtime, integrating DBT transforms into the Lakeflow DAG. Task type selection is tested in context. Notebook tasks are flexible but harder to version control. Python script tasks are better for production. Proper Python files, they are version control in Git and testable outside of Databricks. Here is the summary of section 4. Lakeflow Jobs is the native Databricks orchestrator with DAG-based task graphs defined through a depends on relationship. Run if takes 5 values, all success, all done, at least one success, none failed, or at least one failed. A for each task loop lets you iterate over inputs, and max retries with a minimum retry interval handles transient failures. Triggers include a cron expression for schedule runs, file arrival, and table update, and you should choose data-driven triggers for efficiency. Repair run re-executes only failed tasks, not the successful upstream ones. In the next video, in video 5, we will tackle the implementing CI/CD. See you there. Thank you.